we are going to start a dialogue about Josh Allen. There were people saying he was better than Pat Mahomes. People were saying he's better than Lamar Jackson, better than Joe Burrow.
He's a more athletic Daniel Jones.
He is cooking right now.
Anything Daniel Jones can do, Josh Allen can do so much better. That is it.
Welcome to another episode 20 of the Play for Keeps podcast. I am your host, Jackson, and joining me is my other co-host, the Emmy-nominated, Mr. Worldwide, Greg Goods, bro. Not even Emmy. I'm sorry, he said Emmy-nominated, Emmy winner, Greg Goods.
Emmy award winner. Hey,
how do I get one of those? How do I get like that, bro? Like,
hey man, look, you got to start off praising God, drinking water.
For sure. What else? I just took a big gulp.
And the most important thing, fuck what all them other niggas doing. Do what you want to do, man. Do what you want to do, man. Fuck these hoes. Fuck all of them. Fuck the naysayers. That's crazy. But yeah, that was a surreal moment. For people that don't know, I won an Emmy. The show that I work on, off of the Redacted. You know what I mean? We won an Emmy. It happened in like June or July. It happened in June, but like our awards came in like today or a couple of days ago. So it was a real moment. I think like the producers and like the other people above me, like they get the actual trophies. So I was looking at them and I was like, damn, that trophy.
I see you with a plaque. That hoe had your name on it, nigga. Like,
yo, the plaque. Look, when they first told me about the plaque, I was like, nigga, I don't want this fucking plaque, nigga. I want that trophy, nigga. Because the trophy look that trophy.
The trophy,
like,
I'm not gonna lie, the trophy.
Like that trophy is heavy as hell and it look crazy.
Heavy? I didn't think it don't look heavy.
It got some real weight to that shit. So I was like, oh fuck. So like when I went to the mail, like when I went to Disney like mail thing, whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, you getting your Emmy? I was like, yeah. And they gave me my shit. And that bitch had some weight. I'm like, go, hold on, nigga. And I opened that bitch up, and I'm just like, oh, this plaque. This is probably the nicest plaque I've ever gotten. Like, even like it. Like, I don't even want to hang this bitch up on my wall. That's how glossy the back of the plaque is. Like, it's glossy as fuck. Like, I want to put that shit in like another case and then put that case on there. That's what I wanted. I'm like, yo, like I'm not putting this bitch in my apartment. I'm keeping this bitch packaged up so I can send it to my mama so my mama can do this shit the right way. Cause I'm not putting this shit on this.
I'm not gonna lie. I would not. I'm not putting that package in the mail. Like I'm gonna have to deliver.
Oh no. Like I'm
hand delivering.
No. It's going to my backpack. It's like carry on type shit. Okay. Double packaged up. Like when I go back home next month, like we gonna get this shit together for real. But it's like, yo, like. That was a surreal moment. Shout out to everybody that was on that show. We was killing it. A lot of other shows on our network got nominated. Shout out to y'all. Y'all just not us. Y'all just not us. And that's okay. That's okay. It's okay to be Jordan Clarkson.
Jordan Clarkson, the millionaire. Jordan Clarkson, rich.
It's okay to be Paul George, huh?
Paul George, rich.
Some people can't. Hey, some people can't be Jokic, man. Some people can't be Joel Embiid individually. You feel me? I had to clarify for that nigga. But yeah, other than that, you know, once I saw my name on that shit, I said, "Fuck that goddamn trophy!" Like, hey, that plaque fire. Once I saw my name and I saw like the official, like the nigga, the Emmy nigga, that like they write their shit in cursive and it's official. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely putting this shit on my resume because now
what?
No,
that's going to be my. I'm gonna send you a picture of that. That's my resume. I'm
gonna have that shit right next to me. So that was a cool moment for sure. When I told my mom about that, But like, you know how black people are, like,
Yeah.
like they're like, oh, that's cool, baby, and then they see it, like, oh, wait, what happened? This is a big ass plaque. Like, what
It's
show
big.
was
It's like the house big?
that? Hoe is fucking crazy. Like, I'm like, it's not like extremely large, but it's just kind of like this is a larger plaque than I expected type shit. You know, I'm thinking it's like me personally, I'm thinking because it's not the trophy, it's like a participation kind of thing. Nah, this is like the Emmy niggas really sending this shit.
It's bigger than, or it's like the size of like the diploma.
Bigger.
Damn.
I think
the diplomas is big. Like,
yeah, I have to look back at my diploma again, but I'm almost for sure it's a little bit bigger than that diploma. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's fire. It's fire. And it came in like a little nice size. Like I said, when they gave me that hoe and it had some weight to it, I was like, I ain't never had no plaque have some weight.
Nah, yeah.
This some weight. I'm like, I said, yo, I got nervous. I held it with two hands. I'm like, you know what? Let me make sure I don't drop this bitch, yo.
Handling it with gloves.
Oh God, that's why I don't even want to touch that bitch for real. I do it just for the picture purposes, but I put that bitch back. I put that bitch right back in the box. That shit been in the box for like 3 or 4 days, nigga. I'm scared though. I just
Good.
But nah, yo, shout out to all my niggas that got that award, yo. It was very well earned because niggas definitely put blood, sweat, and a few y'all niggas put tears. Not me though. Couldn't tear up for y'all niggas, but like, you know, a lot of niggas really put.
But you bled for the show.
Oh God, I did.
All right,
definitely bled for that show.
All right, I'm gonna just leave it there.
Yeah, God, oh God, I did.
Well,
yeah, man.
Now, Greg, it's been a lot going on in this past week, but we like to normally start off the podcast with a question. So I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
Just a random question. And now you don't know this question. It's completely new to you. So are you ready for this question?
I'm prepared to answer this question.
All right. What the hell is wrong with Draymond Green?
Damn, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. When this nigga said, hey, let me take over the segues, I was like, okay, bet. This nigga taking it up to another level. Hey, this nigga been working. That nigga been on the all 22s. That nigga knows what's going on, yo. Man, what the hell is wrong with Draymond? I'm not gonna lie to you. You might be upset with me about this one.
All right.
But I don't know what the fuck wrong with that nigga. I'm gonna be honest with you. I genuinely don't know. Like, I don't think I have a real answer for you for that nigga.
Dog, have you seen the highlight tape?
Oh yeah,
it's just violence of Draymond Green. Like, it's just him hitting people.
I don't know if we was still recording when we was talking about the basketball clips on TikTok.
Yeah,
I don't know if we was talking about that on air or not. But as soon as that tape came out, I was like, yo, they really finna do a Draymond reel, bro, of all the bullshit he been doing since he got into this league.
In that video, it's like 2 minutes. And like, 2 minutes not really long, but if it's a 2-minute video of an NBA player just fouling and hitting other people, like, what the hell is wrong with him? Now, you can put him down.
Now, for people that don't know what the hell happened with the Draymond situation, I don't know if you was trying to explain it or not, but
I can. Oh, you want me to? Or you want?
You got it. Yo.
All right.
Yeah.
So, on a cold and misty November night, I don't even know. It was November. I don't remember what day it was. Maybe I think it was 15, 14. I don't know. But anyways, it was the Minnesota Timberwolves versus the Golden State Warriors, and this was during one of those in-season tournament games with the special court and everything. Mm. And this was literally, the game had just started. The score it was 0-0. It
was 2 minutes in, yeah.
2 minutes in the game. I believe it was somebody on the Timberwolves missed. And Jaden McDaniels and Klay Thompson, they sort of like bumped into each other and then got in a little scuffle and did this weird like ring around the rosy thing. I don't know. It was weird. But like they scuffled. Jaden McDaniels ended up ripping Klay Thompson's shirt, or rather his jersey and everything. Klay's chest was out. It was crazy. Mm-hmm. And like the officials came to break it up. In the midst of all of this, Draymond Green was in the background and he looked and he spotted none other than Rudy Gobert, the 7-foot Frenchman who brought COVID to America. And he said, you know what? It's my time to shine. So Draymond, he took his backpack off, or he put his backpack on, and he ran all the way to Rudy Gobert, who was attempting to break up Jaden McDaniels and Klay Thompson, and put Rudy Gobert in a headlock for 13 seconds. 13 seconds. He put him in a headlock and drug him. Now, Rudy Gobert is 7 feet tall. Draymond Green is 6'5". So Draymond had to jump up to get this man in a headlock and pull him down. Mind you, Rudy Gobert, he didn't do a single thing. He wasn't doing a single thing. Like, he was just trying to break up the fight. Then Draymond came out of nowhere and put him in a headlock. And the worst part is, nobody from the Timberwolves was helping Rudy Gobert. Like, Cat tried, but Cat is Cat, so it didn't really work. And, like, everybody's just watching Draymond choke out Rudy Gobert. And then to make matters worse, Rudy Gobert, thankfully, he wasn't suspended from the game, but he did get fined after getting put in a headlock.
Oh, my God. I hate. Look, like I said, this is why you probably going to be a little upset with me. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because I'm a little conflicted, not because of Draymond. Draymond, an idiot. But you CTE. Yo, yeah, like, you know he an idiot, right? So it's like, it's not even about Draymond. It's just the fact, you know how I feel about that nigga Rudy, yo. Like, I'm like, yo, you know, like, I've been feeding for this nigga to just get hit, for real. Like, I've been waiting for this nigga to get tussled, but it's just like, at the same time, it's like, Draymond, I don't like you right now either, though. Like, it's crazy.
You won, but at what cost?
That's what I'm saying. Because since that COVID thing, I've been like, yo, somebody need to get this nigga the fuck out of here, yo. Somebody need to get this nigga the fuck out the fucking paint. But I wasn't expecting it to be Draymond. But I'll say this. There's a lot of things to break down with this. First of all, Klay Thompson started all of this shit.
It was... And the thing, not to cut you, but the thing that made me mad, Steve Kerr, he went after the game and was like, there was no reason Klay Thompson should have been ejected. Klay started
that bitch. He started everything. Like they said, I think Rudy said it best. He was just like, yo, like, Draymond don't like playing basketball without Steph Curry. It just seemed like he was trying to find a way to get ejected. Klay Thompson, too. It just seemed like them niggas didn't feel like playing basketball today. And I think with Steve Kerr, this is my conspiracy. I think that Steve Kerr and all these niggas, they was like, hey, yo, low key, we don't give a fuck about this in the season. Let's get ejected, right? But for Draymond, that's too obvious. You know what I mean? Like,
he was probably already gonna get ejected. That's just what he do.
You know what I mean? Draymond, if he was to start some shit, honestly, I think they would have gave that nigga 10, 11, 12 games just off of the strength of, like,
his history,
right? Say, yo, we can't make it that blatantly obvious, yo. Let's go ahead. Klay, you start that bitch because you don't got no track record for real. And we just go make it seem like Draymond was there to go defend you. You know what I mean? Because, you know, look, I'm a ride or die teammate. And it just seemed like, because Draymond know what he doing.
Of course.
Draymond is not doing this to everybody. He doing this to people he know he can get away with it from. You know what I mean?
And he knows nobody likes Rudy Gobert.
Nobody likes Rudy.
He probably would have choked out Cat, but Cat would have passed away, so it would have been a whole nother thing.
Oh my God. But my thing was, like, I knew what time it was because it was Rudy Gobert. And I was just like I said, I won, but at what cost? You feel me? Like, this is insane. 5 games not enough, but 5 games, it is what it is. That was a real like, you chokehold that. Like, he saw Rudy Gobert got his hands up.
Suck him, please. Like, he was saying all that French stuff.
Nigga was just like, yo, can y'all please unhand this nigga away from me, bro? And I'm looking at this shit.
He was just yelling croissant. He was doing everything. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like I said, at the end of the day, the Timberwolves wasn't going to do nothing to stop this nigga. And also, fuck that nigga Paul Pierce. I can't stand that nigga either. Fuck that nigga Paul Pierce. I activated my trap card. I wish I had the tweet loaded up. But Paul Pierce made a tweet during that game, or after that game, and he was just like, LMAO is everybody. Everybody in this era, y'all just scared of Draymond, and he had like the surprise shocked emoji and the laughing emojis, all this shit. Paul Pierce, shut the fuck up, nigga. Stop acting like I don't know your game. Stop acting like I don't remember what the fuck happened between you with Draymond in 2016 or in 2017, whatever the fuck that shit happened, when that nigga said you thought you was Kobe and you ain't say a goddamn thing. You let that nigga Draymond talk all that shit and you ain't do a damn thing. I don't want to hear a nigga like you talking about how niggas is soft and how niggas is scared to approach this nigga Draymond, because you couldn't approach that nigga either, bitch ass nigga. Stop fucking playing with me, my nigga.
I know when that nigga Draymond said, you thought you was Kobe, he was probably like, dang.
Ain't had no comeback for that shit.
I did think I was Kobe. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry. I thought they liked me. I'm sorry.
He's like, yo, you thought you was getting a war tour? They don't love you like that. You thought you was Kobe. Niggas still talk about that to this day.
I'm not gonna lie. That sort of messed up his in the public eye. Draymond doing that.
And then Paul Pierce, of course, he expedited it talking that crazy shit about D Wade. But like, it started with Draymond, and you didn't put a stop to it, nigga. Draymond is one of these niggas that, you know who he can do that. You know who you're not gonna chokehold like that? LeBron.
He's best friends with LeBron.
I'm saying he's not gonna, like I said, because a lot of people in California are gonna say, yo, this is just how Draymond is. Draymond, you get the good and the bad or whatever. First of all, stop acting like the nigga Draymond ain't got no common sense. He ain't no loose cannon like Dennis Rodman, like y'all swear that nigga is. No, he's not no Ron Artest ass nigga. He has CTE, but he has common sense too. He's not doing, because if he was really one of them Rodman niggas, he would absolutely be chokeholding LeBron, KD.
He wouldn't be friends with them.
No, I'm saying, like, you know what I mean? Like, he wouldn't be buddy, and even if he was buddy with it, he'd be like, my bad towards the end of it. Like, he wouldn't, you know what I mean? Like, that nigga Draymond knows who to do it for. And it's crazy because he had just gotten to it with Anthony Edwards, Ant-Man, like a couple days ago.
He got into it with Donovan Mitchell the game after. I honestly think, it's so, I think Anthony, because you heard the audio of the Anthony Edwards thing, right?
Yeah.
Where he was like, Draymond was like, oh, you're not finna, he like,
you ain't finna whoop me.
He fouled him hard or whatever on the layup, and was like, why you do that? Stop being tough. And Draymond was like, oh, you're not going to do nothing, blah, 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 blah. I think that moment right there was Draymond's Paul Pierce moment. Because, like, when the audio got out, everybody was like, yeah, Draymond, he's not tough no more. He's not scaring nobody. And he didn't scare Ant. Because
he never scared motherfuckers to begin with.
Like, after that whole, after the whole, wow, brain fart. But after the thing I just said happened, after the whole conversation with Anthony Edwards then walked down the Warriors and won that game for them. Like, he busted their ass. So I think that was Draymond's Paul Pierce moment. And Draymond sort of realizing that, hey, if I'm not really effective as a actual, like, a real live physical player no more, so I just got to do mind games and try to bully people and intimidate and scare them. But it don't work like that no more, especially when you got gray in your beard and you're not as effective anymore. And then one stat that's just funny to me, though, is Draymond, he's been ejected 11 times, and 7 of those games were games that Steph didn't play in. So this was definitely planned by him. Oh, yeah. He's wanted the early night off.
He an old nigga. He's 34. He's trying to preserve his body. He got gray in my beard. He got gray in his beard, like just like verbatim, like how my father has it. Like you're a father, yo. You're a dad. Like you're. First of all, you wasn't threatening back then. Niggas just didn't want to lose their money, and even now, niggas just don't want to lose their money, yo. Like once the NBA get, like Richard Jefferson said something very impactful. He was like, used to have bullies and goons. You know what I mean? And they're still bullies, but they got rid of goons. Goons used to check these bullies whenever Paul Pierce, KG, Draymond Green would talk a little too much. Then you have niggas like Charles Oakley, Dennis Rodman, Ben Wallace that would just chin check you. Like, watch your mouth, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about? But because you removed that, because you don't want a malice in the palace situation or whatever the fuck. You trying to make the game a little bit better for a general audience. Now you just got bullies that could just say whatever the fuck they want, and you know there ain't gonna be no real consequences outside of a fine, outside of maybe a suspension. But it's just kind of like, yo, Draymond knows who to do this for. Draymond not no idiot. He not tough. He just knows he pick and chooses his battles. He knows what he could do. And for that, it's just very unfortunate that I had a little bit of pleasure seeing Rudy Gobert in a compromised position. I wanted to be so upset about Draymond doing dumb shit, but I had to put that aside to see this Frenchman be in a compromised position and see this nigga say "oui." I was fucking with. I'm not lying to you. I was fucking with the memes. That's why I was very conflicted, because I'm like, yo, Draymond, you dumb, but
that was funny.
Good
but
shit,
like,
my nigga.
relax.
Like, good shit, my nigga. But yo, chill.
And for all his troubles, Draymond was suspended 5 games. Yeah, Kyrie got suspended 10 games for retweeting a video. Just
Kyrie costed more money. His costed more money. So if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense.
Ja got suspended 25 games for being on Instagram Live. But anywho,
I think that's the one. I ain't gonna lie to you.
no, that is he needed to relax.
They need to sit that nigga down.
Yeah, he needed this. The team is struggling now. He's gonna have to, like, when he gets back, he's gonna have to. Okay, I need to lock in and be serious.
Yeah. That's just a young nigga move. Like at least for Draymond, it's like we know you're not gonna change, so we
Draymond 34,
right? With Ja,
like this.
At Ja, we gonna give you the hammer because it's like we still got a chance to mold and save your career. You know what I mean?
This could change you in a positive way. So.
Oh God, so I get it, but it's still from my optics outside looking in, it is kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, but another absolutely crazy thing is the Los Angeles Clippers, because they recently, we've talked about it on the podcast. You know, they acquired James Harden for the package wasn't like crazy, but it was a decent package, and they've acquired James Harden, and since inserting James Harden into their lineup, let me pull up the stats. Let me just look for a second. Oh, it appears that since getting James Harden, it appears that the Clippers have lost every single game. They have not won a single game with James Harden on their team.
I thought you was actually looking up some stuff.
No, I don't. They didn't win. They're winless since James Harden. I don't need to look nothing up.
That's crazy.
Why is this like? We knew it wasn't gonna, like I said, or we talked about this before. And as soon as the James Harden trade happened, I said it was like one of them. I texted Greg, "The Clippers is over."
You did say that.
I expected them to at least be able to win some game. And granted, they're not gonna go 0 for 82 or whatever. But what's wrong with what the hell is what? 4 Hall of Famers, and they're terrible.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I got 2 things. I think the first might come to a surprise for you, right?
All right.
I mean, I think both might come to a surprise, but the first one, hey man, look, I think I got a theory that, you know, barring any injury, might save their team, bro. I think one of these niggas got to get injured for real for this shit to turn around. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think James Harden got to get injured. Not like crazy. I think he needs to pull a hamstring because he's out of shape and just was rushing things too much. He sit his ass down and then come off the bench. And once he comes off the bench, stay on the bench. Because it just makes, first of all, it makes 0 sense to have all 4 of them niggas on the court at the same time. I feel like everybody with a basketball brain knew there's no way you're going to have Russell Westbrook and James Harden on the floor and Kawhi Leonard and Paul George playing the fucking 4. That's nonsense. And you have Zubac that's a super liability on defense now. He can't rim protect for shit. That's just a bad lineup to begin with. But it's pride and ego. Because and Ty Lue's not doing a good job managing any of this shit.
I think Ty Lue, he's a good coach. He just needs time. He just needs a little bit of time. Oh.
Go ahead.
Like Ty Lue, he's a good coach, bro. But I think he needs some time to because he never played or rather he's never coached James Harden, so he needs some time to figure out those lineups and everything. But I think they're gonna end up getting better. But my goodness gracious, I don't like they.
Me personally, I just think that Ty Lue is a small ball merchant, and it's gonna be a detriment to him. Like, you got rid of all them goddamn forwards and shit, and I'm not saying that was like a moving factor or a determining factor, but I'm just kind of like, that nigga loves the small ball shit, so it makes sense that his lineups look the way they look. But I'm like, yo, you gonna need somebody better than what? Did they have PJ Tucker out there?
Yeah.
Yeah, PJ Tucker, Zubac's not doing it. You need some real rim protection. If Dwight Howard wasn't dealing with the shit he was dealing with, I'd say go get that nigga. But it's just kind of like, yo, you know what I mean? Go get you like a Clint. Get you somebody that can, play some defense and rim protect and have a little bit, size, some size on you on the court, because PG at the 4 is just not gonna cut it, my nigga. I'm sorry.
I think PG can get around as a 4 because everybody's small in the NBA now. But I don't really think I wouldn't call Ty Lue a small ball merch. I think that's just like, I think he just has to. He always just adapts to his personnel and like, because he's not over, like, he's not the GM. He's not over who they sign and everything. And like, because honestly, I think if he was, I don't think he would have traded for James Harden. I don't think they wanted James Harden. I don't think they needed James Harden. And I mean, from the results you can see they didn't need James Harden.
Yeah, that's big. It's bigger than Ty Lue, because ultimately the Clippers organization, when they traded for James Harden, they basically said, "Yo, we not concerned about winning no championship. We trying to sell tickets." And once I started digging deeper into like what Steve Ballmer is about when it comes to this Clippers shit, for real, it starts making sense to me. James Harden, they brought in James Harden, in my personal opinion, to sell tickets, merchandise.
Aren't they building like that new stadium or something like that?
Yeah, but with Steve Ballmer, the condition was he had to buy out another stadium. He bought 2 stadiums, so he had to buy one of these stadiums for some other shit, just to get clearance and get the okay to finish and do whatever he needs to do for the actual Clippers stadium or Clippers arena. So my math in my brain is, I'm trying to get some of this money back. You go look at the James Harden jersey sales right now for the Clippers, they're sold out. They got things going on. Look, that was a money grab. Like, hey, yo, look, at the end of the day, it don't matter if Kawhi Leonard is out, Paul George is out. Hey, we gonna have at least 2 superstars that you get to watch and see play basketball on any given night. There will never be a time where all 4 of these niggas is out. So as a Clipper fan or somebody that wants to watch the Clippers, you don't have to worry about, damn, I just wasted money because LeBron and AD's gonna be out. All I got is Cam Reddish and Max Christie. You ain't gotta worry about that with the Clippers, because at the end of the day, you're gonna get 110% from Russell Westbrook. You're gonna have James Harden dribble, step back, and get you some points and cross niggas up. You're gonna have Kawhi for 15 minutes, do whatever the fuck that nigga do now. And then Paul George, playoff P, only in the regular season, do hoop dreams and hoop magic shit with the basketball bag that he has. I think Steve Ballmer saw an opportunity and said, "Hey, yo, if we get a championship, that's cool, but that's not my top priority, because there's no reason you thought it was a top priority to win a championship and then go ahead and get James Harden with the roster that you currently have." And that's the theory I have, because it just don't make sense why you get that nigga in the first place.
And that type of thing is crazy, because all 4 of those players, and Ty Lue to a degree, even though he already has one, but they're all dying for a championship. Like,
this bad nigga.
Like, I'll be honest, if James Harden, like, they're not, like, I shouldn't need to say this, but they're not winning a championship this year. But if James Harden somehow wins a championship, I feel like he's going to retire that next year, because he's done everything. Nobody can say anything. Nobody can say anything to him now, but they really can't say anything to him once he gets a championship, if he gets one. But
look, at the end of the day, I understand and I get it. But my real question, or not, it's not even a question. My real statement out of all of this is why niggas not talking about the Paul man? Why is niggas not talking about Mr. Claw throughout all of this shit? Why is he the only superstar when shit just don't go right? Niggas just get a pass. Niggas just don't.
Because he's always hurt.
Nigga, he not hurt right now.
Oh, but here's one thing. I was trying to look up these stats. I couldn't find it, but I was watching the game last night or whenever they played. I don't remember. But it showed their stats since James Harden's came. Everybody, like all the big four, quote unquote, everybody's stats is down. Like I think Kawhi's at like 19 points, shooting like 30%. Yeah. Paul George like 18 points, shooting 40. Russ doing bad too. So like, it's all like a James Harden effect, honestly. And then I see,
absolutely,
like watching them play, it was very like it's a lot of ISO ball, and I don't think that's what they really want to do.
No, I mean, I know the reasons why Kawhi is struggling, because you have two guards that are ball dominant on your team now, on top of Paul George and a Kawhi type of nigga that is not a demanding ass nigga like, yo, give me the motherfucking ball. It's not one of those dudes, at least vocally.
Yeah.
I get it. So if we're having a, intelligent conversation about why Kawhi is doing things that he's doing, then of course, it obviously makes sense. But I just find it funny how we're able to, the mass media or niggas on Twitter or niggas on social media know how to have intelligent conversations only for that nigga Kawhi. And like Kawhi is the only nigga where niggas start to put their thinking caps on and say, you know what, that nigga's just in a terrible situation. Look at this nigga roster. This nigga's injured. Look, and it makes sense. But I'm just like, yo, when it comes to LeBron,
all very valid points.
These are all very valid points. But they were all very valid for LeBron and whoever the mega superstar was, for Jason Tatum, whoever it was. Y'all get real ignorant with them niggas. When it come to Kawhi, yo, come on, yo. Like, you got to be smarter than that. You know the reason why. Yo, nigga, why he can't get that ignorant flag? Why can't niggas get ignorant with Kawhi every once in a while and be like, why Kawhi can't just put this shit on his back and just win them niggas a basketball game?
It's
you 0 for 7. 0 for 6.
He's not in the media. It's because he's not. Niggas don't talk about him. He's in LA, but like it's Kawhi, bro.
It is.
He don't say nothing. He don't say nothing to nobody. He don't got a podcast. He don't got a clothing line. He don't got a beard. He just got cornrows and basketball. So
very played out, but it still fits him.
Yeah.
And I say all that to say, if y'all not gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be that nigga that stand in the gap and let niggas know. Yo, Kawhi, step it up, nigga. Step it up. Be more aggressive. This your team. This your team, nigga. When you there for them, and I'm not saying to ramp your minutes up. I'm saying while you in the game, for them 15 minutes, you the best nigga on the court. Go get the ball, nigga. Go say, hey, yo, James Harden, hey, yo. You wanted to be here, nigga. We didn't ask for you to be here, nigga. You wanted to be here. Give me this ball or sit the fuck down, nigga. Go sit on this fucking bench, my nigga. I need Kawhi to be a little bit more aggressive vocally. And the only nigga that he's aggressive with is fucking Zubac. Because he's just target practice at this point. That nigga don't know. He nigga be running with 2 left feet. So I get it, but yeah, man, Claw, man, you haven't been looking like the best player on the court, the best player on the team.
Now,
and I need that to change.
Did this game happen during the midseason tournament thing? Or
you talking about the Denver Nuggets?
Yeah, when the Clippers played the Nuggets or whatever, the last game.
Yeah, that was an in-season tournament.
Still don't.
After that loss, they are mathematically out of, whatever the contention is or whatever the fuck this shit is. I don't know the ins and outs of all these fucking rules, but
yeah,
I haven't lost any game, haven't won any game, so it makes sense.
I still don't get the mid-season tournament, but you saw that report that saying Netflix wants to buy the rights to it or whatever.
Which is kind of interesting because HBO Max is already doing some shit with
Yeah.
the NBA. It just seems like the NBA is looking for a home, and I'm not understanding the Netflix thing. Maybe it's because they feel like niggas are illegally streaming. So if we put it on a streaming platform that niggas would naturally have, maybe you get a bigger boost from those illegal site streams versus, niggas not gonna have the cable for real.
I feel like this is more of like
know.
I think it's more like a Netflix thing because I know this is like some business stuff or whatever, but like I know like a lot of people left Netflix because they was doing all that no password sharing and stuff. So and they probably see HBO Max with the NBA and think, hey, maybe we can get in on that. But I hope they I got Netflix, but I hope they don't do it because Netflix already sucks at live stuff when they try to do it. Like I think and it just makes it's harder for games to get accessibility to games now because like there's so many like media blackouts and all these different streaming services and nobody has cable anymore. So I think it's a dumb idea, but I think the whole midseason tournament's a dumb idea. But I mean, what do I know? I'm just a nigga with a podcast.
Yo, look, I don't know. At the end of the day, I truly don't know. I don't even get the blackouts. Like, you should be able, if you're in your city, you should be
able to watch the team
watch the team that's in your fucking city, regardless if you have cable or not. Yeah. Like, the only reason why I'm able to watch the Rockets on NBA League Pass is because I'm not in fucking Texas right now. So but that shit that shit goes left whenever them niggas play Boston. Whenever them niggas, like, in Boston. Yeah. Like, if they come up here in Boston, it's raps. If they play any of them New York teams, it's raps. Like, I'm not going to be able to technically watch it unless I do some things work-related to get there. And sometimes I just don't feel like
going through all that.
Going through all of my work shit to see a 90-minute game of Jalen Green. I don't love my team that much to do all that shit.
But shout out all the VPN services.
Yo, shout out to y'all, man. Buff streams, whatever. Y'all got me through college for sure, though. You know what I mean? Like,
I remember Buff streams, Streamy, start.
Yeah, those are my guys. Reddit servers. Hey, Reddit used to be, shout out to Philo before Renew Couture fucked that shit up. But you know what I mean? Like, I used to get some premium channels then. I used to watch the shop on Philo. No cap.
Dang, I forgot about Philo, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Philo. The real Philo.
But now I think we should transition to college football. And we've talked about this for weeks at a time because it's really just funny. But the Jim Harbaugh, Michigan, all that stuff.
Season finale.
Thank God it's finally over. The sign stealing scandal is finally over. They suspended Jim Harbaugh for the team's final the rest of the season, and the season's only 3 games left before the playoffs and everything. And yeah, they fined and suspended him. And Jim Harbaugh, thank God, once again, he's like, you know what? I'm gonna just accept the suspension. I'm not gonna do anything. But one thing that Harbaugh said that sort of made me chuckle a little bit, made me giggle a little bit. He was talking to reporters or something for the first time since he was suspended. And he said, and he was talking about his team, and he was, praising their resilience and everything. And he said, the perseverance and the stalwartness of these guys watching the game, I would have to say to everybody that this team is America's team. And nigga, no. He's like, oh my gosh, they fought through so much. They did all this stuff. And it's like, my brother, you made the sandwich. You're the problem. This is your fault. You're the reason they're going through all this stuff. There was a recruiting violation that got him suspended the first 3 games of the season. Then this whole sign stealing stuff is getting niggas fired. Everybody's looking into you. Like, Jim, shut up. I can't believe this, man.
That nigga said you made the sandwich.
He made the sandwich.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, this is crazy. Go ahead.
Oh, one more thing. Also, you know how we talked about how a private investigative firm had been looking into it and we didn't know who hired it? Yeah. I believe it came out that it was Ohio State doing it. So Ohio State was planning on their downfall.
Nah, Ohio State didn't like how them niggas beat them last year. They was like, yo, nah, we beat them niggas
going
every
on
year.
here.
Something going on, nigga. They ain't even beat us correctly, nigga. Nah, we gotta dive into this for real. That's fire. I fuck with that. I fuck with the hate.
That's hard.
I fuck with the hate. That's hard as hell, yo.
But the fact they actually found something going on that makes it 10 times funnier.
Nah, they really, damn, bro. They really Sherlock Holmes with that shit. They
also found out all that other illegal stuff too. So Ohio State really, this is like a win for them.
They really, hey yo, on a down year where they don't have like a elite kind of quarterback or anything, all they have is Marvin Harrison Jr. It's just kind of like, well, shit, a win is a win. Well, I'm gonna leave here with something. And if it's the downfall of Michigan, well, so be it, my nigga. Hey, look, the more this shit happens, the more I just feel like that nigga Jim not gonna be there no more.
Oh no, he's dipping.
That nigga gone, bro. I think he's finna go back to the NFL. Yeah. That's what I don't see that nigga going back to another college. I think he gonna tap into the NFL waters again. Hopefully it's not gonna be on no Urban Meyer type shit. But
nah, he was like when he was in the NFL with the Niners, he was an actual good coach. It was just people just didn't like him because he was an annoying human being. So I think he's gonna go back to the NFL, and the team probably if he gets in a good situation with a non-idiot owner, it'll probably do pretty solid.
He should go back to the 49ers. And pray on that nigga Shanahan downfall. Get his job back.
Shanahan would never. Shanahan knows that he would. He knows Harbaugh would try to take that job. So he would never do that.
Oh God, he would. Either that, or you should really. It depends on if you want to be a head coach or not. If you don't give a fuck about being a head coach,
he definitely wants to be a head coach.
I'm saying if he doesn't give a fuck about being a head coach, go to Baltimore. You know, do a little brother duo type shit. But like, if you really want to be a head coach for real, like, go to like. I would say Cleveland, but I wouldn't say Cleveland because I want you going against your brother in the division all the fucking time.
That whole would be tough though.
Hey, if they get rid of Bill, you know,
I don't think they're getting rid of Bill. You think they're getting rid of Bill? I don't think.
I mean, they already gave him that extension, so like, you know, he's not gonna be gone next year. So, I mean, maybe Indianapolis or something. Maybe Indianapolis. He's good with.
Indy just got a new coach though, so I don't think.
Who is it?
He used to be the offensive coordinator for the Eagles. Steichen.
Okay, that sounds like.
And their rookie quarterback just got hurt, so they're gonna give him another year.
That sound like a nigga with some stability. Never mind.
Yeah,
fuck. I mean, look. What? And they just got. There's not a lot of landing spots for this nigga. Damn. I'm rooting for the nigga, but like I don't know what's going on. Is Vrabel still with the Titans?
Yeah, but the Titans. I think Vrabel's won coach of the year like twice, so I don't think they'll do
who fucking care, bro. Dwayne Casey got fired and won coach of the year 3 months later. So you never know with these niggas. These niggas don't have.
He could go to the Bills because I think the Bills finna fire their coach.
Oh, McDermott, yeah, that might be or the they got. Who the Panthers got?
Frank Reich. It's his first. Like he's been a head coach before, but I don't know. They might give him another year with Bryce.
Damn.
But I mean, he could end up on the Bears, the Falcons, maybe the Commanders.
No. They gonna give that shit to Bieniemy before they.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
They gonna give that shit to Bieniemy first.
We don't know. He's black. We don't know. He's black.
Well, it'll still be a short lease, but they're gonna give him at least one good year.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Interesting to see.
Bro. I feel for him. I don't, because he's a white man, but like I feel for him from a chance of like, damn, like there's not a lot of like space for this nigga for real. Somebody got to really fuck up for him.
Oh, don't worry. It will. Somebody's gonna fuck up. It always happens.
Oh, for sure. It's just not as soon as I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, but when we're talking about Michigan, you said something that was funny. You said, "I'm leaving here with something."
Oh God.
It's funny you said that because after Colorado's game against UCLA, it was like a couple weeks ago.
Oh, this nigga's great.
After Colorado's game against UCLA a couple weeks ago, it came out that like, you know, it's NIL, so everybody got like chains and grills and watches and all that stuff. It came out after the game that the Colorado locker room had been robbed. It come to find out it was UCLA recruits who were on a recruiting visit who went into the locker room during the game and stole Colorado's jewelry. That's like, it's not funny, but it's so funny.
That is fucking hilarious.
Like, who that on a recruiting visit?
Hey, look.
Like, we're gonna find you. Like, we know who you are. Like, what were you thinking? Oh my goodness.
Man, look. Hey, you know what's crazy? It don't surprise me. Especially with UCLA. It don't surprise me. There's been a long history of these niggas knowing. There's been a long history with these niggas knowing how to steal. Ain't that right, LeAngelo Ball? Ain't that right, Ball family? Going to China, stealing them goddamn glasses while you was at UCLA. It wasn't just LeAngelo, it was about 3 other niggas that stole some shit. It's just in y'all blood, man. Y'all just don't know how to keep y'all hands to yourself. Now, the problem with this one is y'all niggas not even signed. Y'all are recruits.
And they all got arrested. So they often were, there was probably like 4 or 5 stars now. Now they finna be 2 stars. They're still gonna go to college.
No. I don't think it's gonna be 2 stars. I will say this. I just think it's kind of crazy. Wait, was Colorado playing UCLA at the time? Was that?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to make
this was during the game. They snuck into the locker room and stole their jury.
Now, look. Well, first of all, did they get the jury back?
I don't know. All I know is it says Pasadena PD arrested 4 recruits from the high school on Friday. I guess last Friday, but I don't know. I would assume they got their stuff back. I don't know, but
hey, look now. This is where we talk about. This is where I go left with it. You know what I mean? Because we've been talking about nepotism. We've been talking about niggas not, we not having no hood stories no more. Where are you getting niggas that is stealing like this? Like, there's certain ways that you steal. And you can tell a nigga from the hood that steal because they steal in such dumbass ways. They steal very niggly, if I might add. Like, it's crazy. I want to know where these recruits are from. I want to know, like, what kind of neighborhood this is. What part of Cali y'all getting these motherfuckers from? Because, hey, the hope might be alive.
Stop it.
The hope of the hood coming back to the league. It might be alive.
The hood never left the NFL. The hood never left the NFL.
Okay.
But I can't have people that stupid on my team. Like, even if he was a 5-star, you can't be that. Like, you already have CTE and you ain't even went through college. So I can't have it on my team.
Me personally, it depends. Like, people, like, niggas got on Dion's case for saying this shit, but I need to truly. It depends on if they offense or defense. If these some defensive niggas that did this,
stop it.
I ain't gonna lie.
Stop it.
I ain't gonna lie, nigga.
Stop it.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not saying that I wouldn't kick them niggas off the team. I'm just saying the probability of them niggas getting the opportunity, maybe seeing them niggas on Last Chance U or something. Okay, man, defense, all right. If that was like a quarterback, oh, you're done, buddy. You should, if you're a quarterback stealing like this, oh, nah, nigga. Hey, there's Cam Newton only happens once in a generation, nigga. After that laptop scandal and shit in Florida, and he had to go all the way to Blinn College. I just watched that nigga highlights at Blinn like 2 days ago, just off of reminiscent shit. That nigga was cold. Nigga was cold for no reason. You only get one of those once in a generation. If you a quarterback stealing like that, get you out the league, yo. There's no hope for you. There's no hope. Go ahead, pack your bags, go into real estate, go into Forex. This is not you, buddy. I'm not saying go sell drugs or nothing, but I'm just saying.
I was finna say go sell drugs.
Me personally, I wasn't gonna go that route. But like,
never mind. Strike that from the record. Strike that from the record. I never said
But
that.
yeah, that's crazy because it was funny. It was funny seeing Travis Hunter talk about, I ain't gonna bring my jewelry up there no more. Look, first of all, you shouldn't have your jewelry just laying around like that anyway. Me personally. Now, if y'all was ransacking everything, that's one thing. But I mean, most of the niggas that have their jewelry, like Shador be having the wrist. Like, what did they steal? He always bring the watch up, and he always got the chain in his thing. What more? How much more jewelry do you need that you have to put more in the locker room?
I think Shedeur only wear those two, but you know all the other players be having like them big chain with the pendant. You can't have the pendant on during the game because they be having like the pendant the size of the phone. Like that pendant a little too big to play football with.
First of all, you don't need to be wearing that bitch to the facility anyway.
Where else I'm supposed to wear it? During the facility, they walk up, they got cameras on them and everything. You think I'm gonna miss a photo opportunity like that? VVS shining, grill in my mouth, Cartier shades.
Jax, be fucking for real. Outside of Shedeur, Dion, and
they
Travis
all get pictures. They all get pictures.
Who else is getting pictures besides those niggas?
They all like you've seen college football. You know, like the fans be on the sides walking. They be taking pictures, recording. When the game's on TV, the cameras like, bro. Be on you would wear it too. Don't even act like that, bro.
I'm not an over the top nigga though. Like my shit's gonna be good enough that I can still wear it with in on the pad in the shoulder pads. Like it's still gonna be there. My ear, if I got earrings, like they're gonna be, they're gonna be one of them ones. But I don't like them big ass, what do you call that?
Pendants,
what's that nigga name? Yeah, what's that nigga that used to have that shit?
Flavor Flav?
Yeah, that Flavor Flav big ass. I'm not really a fan of that per se. But a nice Cuban link. Come on now. I rock with that.
Yeah. I don't even like wearing jewelry like I don't like wearing jewelry like to the gym. Like when I'm working out, like when I'm sweating, I don't like wearing jewelry. Like it's weird.
Yeah, I'm just surprised that, there don't be nobody in the locker room like during that time.
Like they ought to at least have like a security guard or something.
Especially when you're away. But hey, if you're UCLA Recruits, I guess you're the perfect opportunity. Like, oh, okay. Oh, they just kids. They just want to tour the facility. Maybe it's the away.
Maybe this was the perfect plan, honestly.
hey, they're smart. I guess they smart with it because it's just it's not like average Joe Blow out here doing it.
I'm gonna add a star. They're 5 stars again. But honestly, for what it's worth, though, Dion, he forgave him. He said they're kids. They made a stupid mistake. When I was 17 and 18, I made mistakes too, and so did we all. So at least
trying to get them. That nigga trying to get them boys to Colorado, nigga. Now I need to know if those some offensive linemen now. Now I don't need to know what it is. If that's some old linemen doing some shit like that, I know how Dion give it up.
But they're from LA. You don't want no old linemen from LA. You need them from like Iowa and from like the corn-fed states.
I'm not saying they're from LA. They just getting recruited by UCLA.
No, they were from they got no.
They're all from LA?
Yeah, they're from Beaumont High School in LA or wherever, Pasadena. So they're all from there.
Oh, that sounds like some. Hey, that sounds like some skill set receivers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some skill players. It is what it is. I'm happy that they found whoever it was because it was an odd report when niggas just gone missing. I'm just like, all right, my nigga, damn. But more power to them. They're gonna be all right though. I'll see them at Boise State.
But we still have one more college football topic to talk about. And it's a very serious topic.
For
regarding mental health.
Oh shit.
And I'll be honest. Like number one, like we obviously like everybody please check on your mental health. Stop, all that otherness, all that crazy stuff. But like I did say this was a serious story, but I'm not gonna lie, this is always funny. It's Lane Kiffin. And he's being sued by, I believe, a former player for kicking him off the team. And honestly, Greg, you have the audio, right?
I sure do.
All right, I think just play the audio. That would for just a better recollection of everything that happened, and so you guys can all hear it. Because I'm not gonna lie, it was terrible, but deep down I was laughing because it was sort of funny.
And deep down is crazy because I was blatantly laughing. But here we go.
If you would have come here,
you hear it?
When you kept getting messages, the head coach wants to talk to you, and you saying, I'm not ready to talk to him.
I wasn't.
Well, what world do you live in?
I don't see why you gotta be disrespectful, honestly.
Get out of here. Go. You're off the team. You're done. See ya.
Because
See ya. Go. And guess what? We can kick you off the team. So go read your rights about mental health. We can kick you off the team for not showing up. When the head coach has to meet with you and you don't show up for weeks, okay, we can remove you from the team. It's called being it's called hiding behind and not showing up to work. If you would have come here.
Oh my God! All right, yo.
Now, like Lane Kiffin,
I forgot how funny that was. Oh my God.
Lane Kiffin, yes, he was in the wrong. You shouldn't be talking to nobody like that. But I'm gonna be honest, he sort of had a point. Like,
yeah, for sure.
The way he was talking, don't talk to nobody like that. Like, don't talk to nobody like that. Like, that's how you get don't talk to nobody like that. But he said like they was trying to get in contact with him and he just never responded for weeks. I forgot it was like the weeks part. Like,
yeah, 3 weeks. Yeah, that's crazy.
You can't send a text, bro. Like, I understand you say he was going through something. He wasn't like, you can hear from his, like the cracks in his voice and everything. And he was broken and he was going through a lot. So I understand that. But like,
no, you don't.
Bro, like
you don't understand 3 weeks worth of shit and then popping up like shit is just greasy. Like just popping up like I'm here.
Actually, I'm not gonna lie. I do understand that because I be doing that sometimes at work if I'm a little late. And
3 weeks?
No, like if I'm a little bit later than I should be, or a lot of bit later than I should be, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, where'd you go? Where were you?" I don't say no. I just like I might get a text and be like, "Where are you?" I don't be texting back. I just be appearing in the office and acting like nothing happened. But look, 3 weeks is crazy.
I get it. That nigga said you ain't got to talk to me like that.
You don't got like nigga don't nothing talk to me like that.
Nah, but you can't. Yo, like if you go have that energy, you gotta come. You gotta present it like you just did. You can't be voice quivering talking about you can't talk to me like that. Hey, nah. Now that nigga Lane finna turn some shit up. Now he really finna be in this bag. Like, hey, yo, nigga, let's not get it twisted, my nigga. I'm a part of that Nick Saban tree, my nigga. Fuck what you talking about, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? Be a fucking adult. That shit is crazy.
Nah, that's real though.
It's real though. It's real because at the end of the day, you gotta be an adult.
At the end of the day, nobody cares. Work harder. This is essentially what life boils down to. It sucks, but it's true though.
Nah, what happened was I saw a lot of these, the early quote tweets because a lot of people just, switching up their raps now. But like when I first saw the quote retweets, it was like, "Yo, this is horrible by Lane Kiffin. It's like he's treating this like he's not a kid and this is a job, and he can lose his scholarship." Yes, he can. He can. Just because you signed for 4 years doesn't mean you can't get your scholarship snatched, my nigga.
I'm not gonna. He did say we can't take it. He said read the handbook.
Read the handbook, nigga. As a nigga that got his scholarship taken from him, like,
oh my gosh,
like I got it back, but like as a nigga that got his scholarship taken before, this dude's just like fucking up a semester. I had to be on probation. Like yo, and that wasn't even on no sports shit. I was just being a music major, nigga, and that was just on a small scale.
Yeah,
I'm not even producing real money for the university. You got niggas like D1 football players, nigga. A bad play might cost you your scholarship, nigga. So it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. I ain't trying to hear that shit.
Now, as we segue into the NFL, I texted Greg this message. When was it? Monday or whatever. I didn't even text it. I just put it in the notes. But it's a shared note, so he saw it. So essentially, I texted him. But I said, we are going to start a dialogue about Josh Allen.
Oh, you don't want my opinion.
No. What is your opinion on Josh? Like, I'm gonna tell you, Josh Allen, like, there were people saying he was better than Pat Mahomes. I just want all of you who said that to feel so. People were saying he's better than Lamar Jackson, better than Joe Burrow. Even though Aaron Rodgers was hurt, people were saying he's better than Aaron Rodgers. I do not think Josh Allen, he's not a top 5 quarterback. He's he's top 10, but that's just because everybody else sucks. And even then, he be doing too much dumb stuff to always keep him in that top 10. But what are your thoughts on Josh Allen?
He's a more athletic. And when I mean more athletic, I really do mean more athletic. Daniel Jones. That is who he is.
He's cooking, ladies and gentlemen. He is on fire. He is cooking right now.
Anything Daniel Jones can do, Josh Allen can do so much better. That is it. That is it. The peak of Daniel Jones is the hope he can get to
Allen.
Get to Josh Allen. Literally.
Which isn't going to happen.
Which isn't going to happen. That nigga's fucking horrible. But I will say, Daniel Jones ain't got a nigga like Stephon Diggs either. So let me watch my mouth. Because he couldn't get there. Because let's talk about what niggas was talking about, like how niggas viewed Josh Allen before Stephon Diggs.
Because Josh Allen was drafted he was drafted in 2018, I believe. And Stephon, did he come that next year or maybe 2 years after that?
2 years after. And I think he got drafted in 2017, if I'm not mistaken. Or it was 2018. It might have been. Who knows? But I know he spent 2 years without Stephon Diggs because niggas was trying to figure out if they was going to move on from Josh Allen. And then Stephon Diggs came. And
Stephon Diggs came in 2020 and he changed that broke nigga life like that.
Yeah,
like that
changed that nigga life instantaneously. And niggas had, because I remember, if I'm not mistaken, did Cole Beasley go up there around that same time?
Yeah, Cole Beasley was there too.
Yeah, so niggas was like scratching their head with Stephon, like, why are you going to the fucking Buffalo Bills? At the time, niggas was not saying this was a power move. Stephon Diggs changed that nigga life. To this day, now, this nigga keeps throwing dumbass interceptions. This nigga want to run over everybody. This nigga want to be a real athlete and not play quarterback. Josh Allen is everything nigga swore Lamar Jackson was. But that nigga's white, so I don't really give that nigga the flack for real. That nigga's not no real quarterback for real. That nigga plays running back.
Now, Greg,
that's why I don't have no real running backs.
If you would allow me to read Josh Allen's stats from his first 2 years before he got Stephon Diggs.
Go ahead, yo.
Now his first year he didn't start the whole season. He only started 11 games. They had they started 5-6 record, which is trash. He threw 10 touchdowns, 12 picks, trash. He only completed 52.8% of his passes. The following season he was a full starter. They had a 10-6 record. That was a good team, you know. He had 20 touchdowns, 9 picks. 20 is not crazy, but yeah, it's okay. But he completed 58% of his passes. The following year, they got Stephon Diggs. He had the most passing yards he's ever had, and he completed 69.2% of his passes. And he threw for 37 touchdowns, which is the most he's ever thrown for. Stephon Diggs changed that broke nigga life, bro.
Broke ass nigga life. They was debating if they was gonna go with Josh Allen or Nathan Peterman, or whatever the fuck that nigga name was.
And Nathan Peterman is like statistically the worst quarterback in NFL history.
That nigga was buns, horrible. Niggas was making it seem like, damn, did we get the wrong quarterback? Newsflash, my nigga. We gotta start putting a lot, and we've been saying this. Stephon Diggs does not get enough credit for how impactful he is at the wide receiver position. Niggas don't put him in the top 3 conversations, even though he should be. For all the bullshit that he has to go through.
I feel like people sort of forgot about Stephon Diggs on some like weird, because like Justin Jefferson, he merged, he's younger, he does like everything Stephon Diggs do, except he's a little bit bigger. They do Jettis and Jamar Chase because it's just easy to say those things because they have either a competent quarterback or an elite quarterback that can get them. The connection is there, and they have like that whole LSU connection and everything. So people like to group them and then throw Tyreek in there as well because he's like the fastest human being alive. But
right after
Stephon Diggs is there though. He's just cold consistently. He literally changed Josh Allen's career. He turned it around, and right now he has 7 touchdowns, 800 yards, only 9 games. He doesn't get the credit he deserves, and it's sad because he He puts up, like, as you can see, he's putting up a whole lot of BS.
He at a basketball comparison for this nigga, and niggas going.
Wait, for who? For Stephon or Josh?
Josh Allen. A basketball comparison for this nigga by far. Julius Randle. That is who you are. You are Julius Randle. You throw up a whole bunch of hell no's. Every time Julius Randle shoots a fucking three, I'm like, why the fuck did you shoot that shit? And sometimes it goes in, sometimes it doesn't. You do something really good, and then 2 plays later, you turn the ball over 2 consecutive plays because you didn't want to pass it to Jalen Brunson. Like, you are the epitome of Julius Randle on a fucking NFL football field, because even your body language shows me, God damn, nigga. Are you even remorseful for the mistakes you're doing right now? I can't tell.
And like the thing with Josh Allen, like it, and I heard people say like, man, I wish they're just talking like out loud or whatever on social media about the 49ers. They were like, man, imagine Josh Allen in this offense, or imagine Josh Allen in the Miami offense, because niggas just be saying stuff. And like and I like seen that and heard that, and I'm like, why would something like that, it wouldn't work, because Josh Allen, for all his talent, and he's incredibly talented, he just sometimes want to do too much. He just sometimes want to make a stupid decision. Like, you remember that playoff game against the Texans where like he had that run and then he like tried, it was like good solid gain and everything. You might
I remember that.
He tried to pitch that ball to like the fullback. One, why are you pitching it to the fullback? Number 2, you was already like, you didn't even need to do all that. Just go out of bounds or something. It's just like, and he's so very lucky that the Texans didn't get that fumble, because they for sure would have. Well, I think they lost that game anyway, but still, like,
right.
he just wants to do stupid stuff sometimes, and it just like we all got that friend who make bad decisions sometimes, and like he knows he makes the bad decisions, but he just can't get right. Like, that's Josh Allen, bro.
No, Josh Allen is the epitome of what old white owners used to think of black quarterbacks in the 80s and the 90s. Because you require this nigga Josh Allen to think too hard about anything, he gonna fuck it up. If he thinks too hard about this pass, he gonna throw an interception. Some of these interceptions, you go back to week 1, and I intentionally went back to week 1 to watch that New York Jets game. Them interceptions that he was throwing,
he threw 3 picks to one nigga. He threw 3 picks to one nigga.
I had to check. Like, yo, check the nigga parlays. Because it don't make sense why you throwing it where there's not a blue jersey in sight.
And it wasn't even, he didn't even throw the pitch to like a cold dude. It was just like, he was just like the safety that was there. He just happened to be there. And he was like, oh, okay. Like, that's the best game of his life.
Get that boy the game ball and everything. That was insane. That's asinine. I think Josh Allen is how they viewed black quarterbacks back in the 70s and 80s. You're a running back that has a good arm. You're Taysom Hill. You're a mid-tier quarterback. I don't know who's better between you and Brock Purdy right now. You are literally the 15th best quarterback in the league right now. That's how I view you. When I think of mid, I think of you, because you've been horrible, and then you've been really great.
It's like the variance. That's honestly,
it's cancel each other out, so you're a mid quarterback.
Like, he's not mid, but that's like he'll do amazing, and then do like that's he's perfectly in the middle. He's perfectly balanced. He's perfectly balanced. But like the worst type of balance.
Worst type of balance.
The worst type of balance, but
Draymond Green. You take the good and the bad. You take the good and the bad. Sometimes it works. Other times it doesn't. You just got to live with the results if you're Josh Allen, because he don't know no better, and he's not going to improve. How old is he? Old enough.
You like 27, 28.
Right at that age where we say, hey, yo, look, you are who you are.
Oh, and he's 27. He is what he is.
He is what he is. He's not getting any better than this. And I don't know if you saw that clip of Tom Brady giving that nigga advice, and he clearly does the exact opposite of what was told of him, which is crazy, because you're just going to defy Tom Brady like that. That's crazy. But,
Josh Allen said he throws up before every single game. That's not a person I can trust with my.
I mean, look, I don't go into pregame rituals, because once I figured out what Pat Mahomes be doing, I just kind of shut the fuck up about niggas pregame rituals, because all these niggas are nasty. All these niggas are nasty.
But let's talk about a good quarterback. a better quarterback.
Mm.
We need to talk. We need to get into this. Like, I've been sort of delaying it a little bit because I've been seeing it, but I was like, I didn't really be watching him like that. But I finally tapped in all the way, and CJ Stroud is he's that he's here. He's that man. He's that guy. He's CJ Stroud is.
It's top. Man. It's top 5. It's top 5. He top 5 right now.
I'm not gonna lie. I have an issue putting him top 5 just because, like, literally his career just started.
That's
so
fine.
I wouldn't go as far as that, but like he looks special. Like I definitely thought Bryce Young was gonna be a better quarterback, honestly. And I didn't really see it like that with CJ at Ohio State. Like I remember the Georgia game where he went crazy and he was running the ball and everything, but like this is just completely different. And I'm pleasantly surprised. Like it looks like the Texans have a franchise quarterback, franchise receivers. Like Texans gonna win that division.
Yeah, all they got to worry about is it's Jacksonvile, and it just kind of depends on what you're gonna get from Trevor Lawrence. Because I'm not necessarily.
I think Trevor Lawrence is good, but CJ Stroud looked light years ahead. Maybe light years. He looked light years ahead.
I can't. My thing is, and maybe it's just that biasness, but even though Trevor Lawrence hasn't been playing better than CJ Stroud. The shit I was seeing in that, I just go back to that playoff performance he had against that Chargers just like 7-8 months ago, and I was like, oh, this nigga here different. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but I mean that's against the Chargers though. The Chargers cursed.
I understand that, but it's still a playoff game. You know what I mean? I'm just like, I don't know, but I will say I think that I'm a fan of the quarterback. Like I'm a fan of watching AFC South games, division games, because they all have young quarterback. Well, eventually once niggas get healthy and shit, they're gonna have good to elite quarterbacks playing against each other. You have Trevor Lawrence, CJ Stroud, Anthony Richardson, and then for my purposes, I hope Will Levis gets his shit together so we can actually like see this shit, these young quarterbacks be going, going at it. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, it'd be encouraging seeing these niggas go crazy. I ain't gonna lie. CJ Stroud, like, look, I hate the Texans. I don't like them niggas. I don't like the jerseys. I think they look horrible, especially when they wear that with some blue jean pants.
I don't really like. I don't have a problem with Texans. I just don't like their jerseys. Not that good though.
Their jerseys is ass, And of course, I'm coming from a sense of biasness because, of course, it's not like we changing our jerseys anytime soon.
Yeah, I don't really like colors. I don't really like Dallas jersey, but like it's sort of.
It's iconic at this point. It's the standard. It's a classic. You can't change them hoes. But for the Texans that battle red, you got me. You know what I mean? The battle red helmet. I see the vision. The red helmets be going crazy, but I will say I like what D'Amico Ryans is doing. Yeah. I like the pickup with Tank Dell, all them niggas. I think that this next upcoming draft, y'all gonna get the Cardinals pick. I think that's beneficial as fuck because it's gonna be better than the pick you.
I think the Cardinals get the Texans pick. I think it's switched. I think you got to flip.
Oh, I thought they swapped. They don't swap it. It wasn't a swap. It was like we were giving it to you.
I believe so. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay, baby. I mean, but they have somebody else's pick. I just don't know who it is.
The Browns, because it's Sean Watson trade. The Browns.
Okay. Yeah. That's the pick they have, and depending on how that season-ending injury, that can turn into something beneficial too. First rounders, but I'm excited. I'm excited to see CJ. Now I understand that top 5 may be a little much based off of the nigga only literally playing half a season. But from a performance standpoint, I don't know 5 other quarterbacks that's been performing better than him this season. I'm not saying a consistent 5 quarterback, but you never know.
Do you think he should be MVP? Because I've been seeing a lot of that floating around.
Now he's clear rookie of the year, offensive rookie of the year.
Yeah,
that's not even a question of discussion. I think he's in that bottom 5 conversation. Like if you had to name 5 niggas in your MVP discussion, that 5 is never going to make it. but he's in the
Yeah.
conversation. I think that's where he's at 5, 6. If he made the top 10, he's in there somewhere. He's not top 3 or anything. He's not leading, and I don't think people are going to take it seriously for real.
Yeah, but his name is going to be on some ballots.
His name's gonna be on there, and I think rightfully so. But I don't think if people are gonna, if you ask me, should I be taking it seriously? Absolutely not. I'm not taking it seriously. But you know, he's gonna be somebody's dark horse.
Yeah, but for what it's worth, though, this has been like a sort of like, because MVP is a quarterback award, so they're only going to give it to quarterbacks now. But
it's a legendary stat. It's a legendary season.
It's sort of. I think it's sort of been a down year for quarterback play.
Absolutely, it has. It has.
Yeah, because there's the people you always think gonna be MVP like Mahomes, Burrow. Burrow's been hurt, so he started bad. Lamar, he's just not putting he's doing great. They're doing great, but he just don't. Yeah, they'll win the game, but he'll only throw for like 200 yards because he don't need to throw that much. Jalen Hurts, he's turning the ball over like crazy. Tyreek Hill, he had a couple of down weeks, even though he's a receiver, so they won't give him that award regardless. AJ Brown, they're not giving the receiver an award, so you never know. Like, I don't think he's going to win MVP, but he will. He's going to be on somebody's ballot. He's going to get more than a couple of first place votes, honestly.
Absolutely, especially if he keeps up the trajectory, because like I said, nobody had the Texans winning this many games at this point or at this season. You know what I mean? Like, some people are just like, yo, if we win 4 games, okay, that's a start, or 5 games, but you already surpassed that expectation already. And there's a couple games that if y'all were a little bit more mature as football teams, y'all would have won those games too. Y'all would have beat the Falcons. Y'all would have beat the Saints. Y'all would have beat the Panthers. That's 3 wins right there. As a mature team, like next year, y'all would probably win those games.
Because, like, not to crap on the Texans or whatever, but, like, they don't really have – like, this is supposed to be their rebuilding year, so they don't really have, like, super-duper talented players on both sides of the ball. Like, the receivers, like, they just ended up being good. Like, they were lucky. Like, Nico Collins, he turned into something. Tank Dell, I always
knew he was going to be cool.
But, like, he turned into something. And then on defense, they just got players playing hard. And that's – honestly, everybody plays hard and for each other, and that's all you sort of need sometimes to have a good football team. And that's what they got.
I really do believe that DeMeco Ryans should be coach of the year, though. I stand by that one.
100%, yeah.
I don't think there's anybody that's been coaching any better than – well, I'm not going to say any better, but I don't think anybody has been more pleasantly surprised than the Houston Texans. Of course, Mike Tomlin could always win coach of the year because that nigga always. You see their fucking record? They 6-3. They should not be 6-3.
They haven't outgained a single opponent this year. Like,
that's fucking crazy. Like coach of the year and Mike Tomlin is like MVP to LeBron James.
I think
he could win that bitch every year.
I think that he's only won coach of the year like one time, which is absolutely
blasphemous,
crazy.
Blasphemous based off of the track record this nigga's had. Oh my gosh, bro.
Insane.
Yeah.
He's never won coach of the year.
Really?
What?
Never.
He's never won coach of the year.
Wow. How many has Bill Belichick won? Real check. I just want to see real quick.
Let me see.
Just off the run, because now I want to know who the fuck getting these goddamn awards.
He's won coach of the year 3 times.
Okay. Tom Brady effect. I get it. But damn, that's surprising.
Crazy. Yes,
that is surprising, nigga. Not once.
He's never had a losing season, and he hasn't won coach of the year.
Man, bro, they always got a black man down, bro.
Man, what?
Damn, bro. Really? Because I'm saying, like, Kenny Pickett's been ass, bro.
Kenny Pickett's a terrible quarterback. Matt Ryan has thrown for more touchdowns. It said Matt Ryan's thrown more touchdowns in the past 2 years than Kenny Pickett. And Matt Ryan is retired right now.
CJ Stroud has thrown more touchdowns than Kenny Pickett's career.
Like, and they still finna win 9 games at the minimum.
They might fuck around and win 10, bro. Because they're going to beat the Browns, bro. They're going to fuck around to beat the Browns. The Steelers go ahead. They'll fuck around and beat some teams and then lose to the Cardinals. That's how they be. Because, you know, it's not a perfect team.
I just need him to get that 9 wins so the streak can continue. That's all I care about, honestly.
Yeah, bro. Damn, that is crazy. That is some new information, yo. Wow. That's blasphemous, bro.
But speaking of new information.
Okay.
You told me something happened before we got on the podcast. You told me something happened. I was a little unfamiliar with it. It was a reporter. Something happened with a reporter?
Yeah. Charissa Thompson. Now, a lot of y'all, by the time y'all listen to this podcast, y'all gonna know all about Charissa Thompson. I ain't gonna hold you, because it's been all over. They deleted the tweet already. Shout out to Barstool Sports for deleting the evidence. Shout out to the actual lady, not the lady. Shout out to the actual editor that edited that video. I know how much time it took for you to piece that one together. That banger. I know how it feels for you to have to take down a banger. I understand. Yo. I get it, yo. I know that hurt your heart. Because it hurt mine, just like, damn, I know they put a lot of work in this. So this is Charissa Thompson talking about her time as a sideline reporter and admitting to making shit up at halftime.
And I've said this before, so I haven't been fired for saying it, but I'll say it again. I would make up the report sometimes because A, the coach wouldn't come out at halftime, or it was too late. And I was like, I didn't want to screw up the report. So I was like, I'm just going to make this up because first of all, no coach is going to get mad if I say, hey, we need to stop hurting ourselves. We needed to be better on third down. We need to stop turning the ball
Pressure
over.
the quarterback.
Yeah, exactly. and do a better job of getting off the field. Like, they're not going to correct me on that.
Right.
So I'm like, it's fine. I'll just make up the report.
It would be very funny if you were like, yeah, so I just spoke with Arthur Smith at halftime, and he said Bijan Robinson blew smoke in his face. And that's why he's not getting the ball.
Okay, now, first and foremost, that last nigga that just talked, that nigga got some yuck mouth teeth. Those are some yellow-ass teeth. I ain't gonna lie to you. This is crazy. You got to get that shit together, brother. That's crazy. But to stay focused on the thing, that was just very glaring. I couldn't stop looking at that nigga teeth, bro. It's crazy. But first and foremost, your overall reactions to everything, Jackson, now that you've listened to it. You've listened to it before, but to just re-listen to it. You know, take me through your thought process as somebody in the industry.
Like, as a journalist, like, that's actually sort of crazy. Like, saying that, I was like, what? Like, you know how, like, you're a journalist. You know how these recordings go. You know somebody can click, like, you should be smarter than that. Like, one, you should have done it in the first place, but two, you have got to be better than that. You know how these recordings go. You know how these recordings work. So admitting to that on camera, and you said you talked about it multiple times, stop it. Golly. It's just like, why are you incriminating yourself like that? But no, like, I do get what she was saying, how, you know, it's technically not a big deal if you say some generic stuff. And like those coach interviews are like 15 seconds long coming out of halftime and everything. But you can't do that. Like, you're not saying nothing bad, but like, you can't do that. Come on. You can't do that.
Now, this sparked a lot of backlash, a lot of reporters jumping in, quote retweeting, trying to get their shit off, trying to be on the right side of history to make sure that, hey, yo, this is not something that is normal from the industry. But it did spark a bigger discussion on y'all saying this shit's not normal. But how normal is it? When I say how normal is it, the first thing I thought about were niggas that would talk about, you know, what you call it, unanimous sources. My sources have told me X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? I was like, how many of those was actual anonymous sources, or how much was that you just like on some bullshit?
You be thinking they make them up like that?
I'm not saying that they don't make them. I'm not saying that they don't make it, that they make it up completely. Mm-hmm. But it's more of like a exaggeration, kind of paraphrasing, not word for word, just trying to spice things up to get those clicks and those views, especially if you're somebody that's an actual article journalist kind of dude.
Like paraphrasing is fine, but like...
No. Like, I'm saying paraphrasing, but putting a little extra umph on it.
Oh, okay.
Like when Stephen A. was talking about Lonzo Ball, and he put a little extra umph on that. Like,
I feel like Stephen A. was like, I think he was dead ass lying about that shit. Because Lonzo called, he said you're lying. So I sure think Stephen A. was just lying. Yeah, but I was like, yo, how many of these niggas? Because integrity is everything in journalism. Once you lose integrity, it's over, nigga. Like, there's no reason for you to even be in this field. So that's why I felt like she didn't care, because
she's hosting now. You don't have to be a credible source to host.
Look
You know,
at Skip Bayless. Look at Stephen
Look at
A.
Skip Bayless. Look at Stephen A. Look at anybody that holds a microphone. Me personally, I don't have to be a credible source on the Play for Keeps podcast because whenever niggas start saying whatever, I quickly go to the bio and I say, "Hey, yo, nigga, the bio says this is for casual sports. This is for the casual fan. We talk about casual ball, nigga." So I need you to understand that we not going to be politically correct every time we talk basketball, how we talk sports, and everything like that. That's my out every time because everything ain't got to be serious. So for her, it's like, okay, I get it. But damn, that's a crazy thing to say. And she says it in the beginning where she's like, yo, I've said this before and I haven't gotten fired over it. So I'm going to say it again. So she's been on the press one tour about this. This is a very open statement that she's been talking about. I just think about, like, in my mind, I was like, yo, what if Shams was going to like the Bulls organization or going to like an organization that was already kind of rocky? I'll say Rachel Nichols. Rachel Nichols goes to the Timberwolves and they know it's a rocky situation. Now Rachel can say whatever the fuck she wants for real because the organization is not even on the same page or on one accord. So if she says some shit, the organization's not going to be like, oh, she's on some fucking bullshit. She's fucking lying. They're going to go within and be like, oh, this how you feel about me, my nigga? or it's going to be, it's not even one of those like pinpointing things because it's anonymous sources. They're just like, damn, there's a rat in here, bro. There's a rat in the house, bro. Like, there's somebody just spilling information, especially if it feels like it's true. You know what I mean? So, I think about those times where niggas say anonymous sources, and that's where the real conversation is like, yo, y'all keep trying to say this is not normal, but this is a big ass figure that's already made it in the industry. I can't imagine what the niggas that are like, yo, they're trying to climb up the ranks, they're trying to climb up that ladder, and by any means necessary, they're trying to get a story that's gonna stick and get them to the top. I know there's some other examples of this. Y'all not finna just bullshit me like this is like a one-off example or an outlier. Nah, I feel like there's some more. I feel like there's some more out there.
Like, there probably are some more, but I just hope if there are more, I hope they're all just
surface level.
Like surface level lies like that, even though I know that's not how life works. But like just it'd be so hard to find like a story you think is going to pop. Like that'd be so hard. And the fact that people just out there lying like that.
Now, like I said, like if we're just talking about specifically what she had to do on the sideline, at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck about her lying, quote unquote, lying about what a coach has said. And most coaches don't give a fuck because a coach would have been checked her ass. Niggas hate women in a male-dominated industry anyway. They would have been checked that woman a long time ago. They checked Malika Andrews for far less.
You should have said niggas hate women in general because niggas do. Why do y'all hate? I mean, not even get into that, but y'all be hating women. Y'all hate women so much, bro. Like I just like y'all hate your moms or something too.
Nah, they go crazy. As soon as a woman has an informed take about basketball, shut the fuck up, you slut. Yo, that's crazy. How did we get here? How did we get to misogyny so quickly? This is crazy.
All she said was Kawhi needs to play better, and now you hate. Like what? You threaten her life, like. But that's neither.
Yeah, now you telling her she needs to start her OnlyFans. Now you telling her she needs to do this and sell her body because she don't know what the fuck she talking about, even though she made an accurate representation of what Kawhi needs to do. That's crazy.
But anywho,
to get off that tangent, it's just like I don't really. More of the story, I don't care that she lied about the sideline reporting thing, and I think that it's a little OD that reporters are quote retweeting this, talking about this is not the norm, this is disgusting. Look, at the end of the day, I understand that it is hard to get and break through this industry. So when people tell you you're not good enough and you see this white woman literally lying about things that she's doing and just having a smile on her face, it rubs you the wrong way. But at the end of the day, I promise you did not care. For real, you just trying to be on the right side of history. It's just like I don't even want to say that. it's like it's like the Israel thing. You know what I mean? It's like people just want to be on the right side of history.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're not really in the trenches for real, really trying to figure out what's going on with Gaza for real. You're just trying to make sure niggas can't clip you, or say this is you, like this you right here. You trying to avoid one of those moments, on Twitter or whatever. So I get it.
But we went through all that with the NFL and college football and the NBA, and now I believe it's time we make our picks for the week. This is where we do that.
Absolutely.
And so,
Now,
what are you gonna say?
You got it. I was like, yeah, for sure.
Okay. Now for the Thursday night game, it's the Bengals versus the Ravens. So this game is probably going to go very crazy. Who do you have? I'm taking the Ravens because I believe in Lamar Jackson, and I think he should be the MVP, even though he's not putting up crazy numbers. But who do you have for this game?
I have Lamar Jackson strictly because, from a fantasy standpoint, like I do every year. I mean, every week. I need you to play. I need you to play, bro. I need you to do what you need to do, nigga. All right, bro. There's 8 niggas that got the same record in our league. Or 7 niggas.
Crazy.
Anybody but Javon can win this league at this point. Sorry, Javon, if you listen to this, you know what the fuck going on. Tap in with me. That roster is trash. All you have is Travis Kelce, nigga. You got to give that nigga up if you want to trade with me for real. But yeah, it's Lamar. So give me the Ravens.
All right. For the Sunday night game, it's the Vikings versus the Broncos. What kind of Sunday night game is this?
Hey, look, first of all, I can't even say this shit for real, because Josh Dobbs has been playing kind of crazy.
No,
and Russell Wilson and just beat 2, top tier, caliber quarterbacks, depending on how we feel about Josh Allen right now. You went and beat 2 good teams. So normally I say, why is this nigga on prime time? But these past couple games, all right, if this how you gonna play, all right, nigga.
So who are you taking?
It depends on if Justin Jefferson's playing.
I am not sure, but I'm taking the Vikings because I just don't believe in the Broncos at this moment. And I love Russell Wilson, but
no, you don't.
I do like Russ.
You said love though.
Same difference.
No, like and love is 2 different things, brother. You know that.
Yeah, whatever.
You tell a woman you love her versus you like her. It's different conversations happening. That being said, I'm conflicted, bro.
I love that I like her, But who do you have for the?
Look, bro. My heart is saying the Vikings. My brain is like, yo, but the Broncos can do something. So I'm gonna just say the Broncos so that we have something different, because I feel like we're gonna be matching all across the board. So I'll at least have that one different.
The Monday night matchup. This is gonna be a good one. It's the Eagles versus the Chiefs. I'm taking the Chiefs.
The Chiefs. I'm taking the Chiefs.
Okay.
I'm taking the Chiefs. It's not. I feel like people kind of overhyping this game because it's the old Super Bowl matchup. I get it, but the Eagles haven't been playing good enough for me to even think about this being a really good matchup for real. It might be defensive though, but
Now let's get into our upsets and our lock for the week. For this week, my lock will be. I don't want to do that. I'll give you the one that I feel like I know you're thinking of. So my lock for the week will be.
Why? Because you did it last week.
Yeah. my lock for the week will be the Dolphins over the Raiders.
I'm surprised you didn't do Commanders over Giants.
I mean,
I'm surprised. Look, like I said, I was surprised. I'm going Cowboys over Panthers. I'm going Cowboys over Panthers. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Now for my this week's upset, I do not know.
I got one. I'm thinking about. I kind of want to stay away from it though.
I'm gonna just say, well, it's not gonna happen at all. But I'm gonna take the Titans over the Jaguars. But I'm not confident in that pick.
Oh, At first, I was going to do Cardinals over Texans, but I'm just
Nah, Texas is good. Texas
yeah,
good.
but Kyler though. But Kyler though, you feel me? Because Kyler did that thing last week. Brought them niggas back home. That's my only thing. I was thinking about that. And the Texans aren't disciplined enough to just win games they're supposed to win.
Because they are still young.
They young as fuck. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm a little nervous about that one. I could be on some foul shit and get Jets over Bills. That's some whole ass shit. And then Justin Fields comes back.
Oh, Justin Fields back? I didn't know that.
Justin Fields gonna be back, supposedly, but that's a hand injury, so I don't know how that nigga finna look throwing a goddamn ball. I don't think it's gonna be clean spot. You know what? Fuck it. Cardinals over Texans. Because I'm tired of picking AFC North teams. I'm tired of picking Steelers, Browns. Like whenever a division game happens, I'm tired of picking one of them niggas because it never goes in my favor. They're such a well-balanced division. Cardinals over Texans is my upset.
Okay. Should be a good match. Should be a good game regardless, I think.
True.
But now it's the time you all have been waiting for. It's time for the hot takes. Now, would you like to go first? You want me to go first? Or how should we do this?
I feel like we've been switching roles, so I'll go first.
All right.
I always make you go first. My hot take for this week, I had a lot that I thought about having, but I think ultimately is I hate Stephen A. Smith. That's not a hot take, for real. I just don't like this nigga's show. Like, I don't understand why this nigga has to be horny at all times. I don't understand why we have to talk about sex specifically with this nigga.
It's become a meme, bro. He's become a meme now, and he knows it, so he's letting all this.
So like he'll have a thing called "Ask Me a Question," and all the questions, it's just very sexual. What's your favorite sex music in bed? Or, yo, Stephen A. I was trying to impress this girl, and told her I could cook, but I can barely make a grilled cheese sandwich. What should I do?
Like, why are you asking Stephen A? Where's your father? Like,
I'm saying,
where's your uncle? Where's your brother? Your friends? Like,
Stephen A., how do you feel about Latino women? Who the fuck cares? Who cares, nigga? And he has like these. He be really like getting into it. I don't care, Stephen A.
Them responses would be 5 minutes long.
Them being 5 minutes long on Twitter. Like on Twitter of all places. I'm not listening to no 5-minute rant. This is crazy to me. So I think that sports shows in general are dead.
They're in the dirt. They're in the dirt.
They are in hell. These are not the same sports shows that you was watching in middle school. These were not the same ones that you was watching in elementary. And I mean, and for granted, all the shows, like even Sports Center and all that, top 10 don't even hit like it used to be because niggas is not waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning before the school bus, seeing who made the top 10. It's not the same. I get that, but it's just like, yo, like, it don't matter what heavy hitters you have, what kind of, star elite power that you have. Super teams don't work no matter where it's at. Whether it be in the NBA, NFL, sports, talk shows, it does not matter. Super teams don't work, bro. Leave it alone. Let's get back to real journalism. Let's get back to really talking about the sport. What happened, literally, Jack? What happened to the game I love?
Honestly, bro, that's literally all I want, bro. Like, I legit don't be caring about like the characters and me. I just want like sports analogy. Like, that's really what I like about this stuff, bro. Like, all the funny clips and all that. I don't care about that, bro. Just please talk about the game, bro. But they just, Dak Prescott, he's thrown too many picks. Oh, he sucks. Blah, blah, blah. Lamar Jackson. It's just like you're not even analyzing it. You just saying stuff like, bro.
And another thing, it's like I'm not a fan of the reason I don't like Stephen A right now is because I'm not a fan of cross-platforming ass niggas. Niggas that are professional on one thing and then like he has some other shit where you see like the real Stephen A or shit that he really wants to say on TV but he just doesn't. Leave the Jeff Teague niggas the Jeff Teague niggas. Leave the Stephen A niggas to Stephen A niggas. Stop trying to blend everything. You don't have to be personal with everybody. What you need to do is stay professional and then grab the Jeff Teague ass niggas on as a guest or whatever, and then bring those, push those niggas back to YouTube. But don't turn into the actual nigga. Like, this is why niggas love Ernie Johnson right now. They love Ernie because Ernie is that nigga, or that white man.
He's just cool, bro. Everybody like Ernie. I don't know.
He's a cool dude. He doesn't try to play no character. He just plays his fucking role, and he allows Kenny, Shaq, and Chuck to do everything else. And he's the glue guy, and he brings everything else out there. When FS1 is there with Chris Broussard, even though I don't like all of his takes, and Nick Wright, which is I don't really like everything. I'm not even trying to talk about them niggas. There's a white man named Kevin Wilds. He glues everything together. He's not trying to be a persona. He's not trying to be something like a character.
You can be successful without being people they want to become like the meme, the persona, the main character, whatever, and they just let it get to their heads, and that ends up ruining the quality of all the stuff.
It's bad. It's just a bad overall. It's just an overall bad product. Yeah. Like, and understanding niggas like Shannon Sharp. You're not a journalist, so I'm not expecting journalistic ass takes from you. So I'm not expecting you to take a lot of this shit as seriously as a Skip Bayless or Shannon Sharp or whatever. But provide and do with the best you can. That's all it is. Mm-hmm. Just because I don't take it seriously doesn't mean I'm disrespecting your craft. You bring ratings, you bring what you bring to the table for different sports shows, but at the end of the day, bro, you got to give the consumer a little bit more credit that we have a better attention span than you're doing, because y'all out here just doing wild shit just for clicks and views and just talking about Dak Prescott all the time because that's an easy way to get clicks and views and numbers. Look, as a nigga that has a trending Caleb Williams video, I get it. I understand. It's very easy to fall into let's make 3 more Caleb Williams videos so we can run this bitch up. But no, nigga, like if we're really sports fans, we're gonna talk about all sports. We're gonna talk about all players, yo. I don't know. That's just my little rant.
We're gonna talk about all NSOs.
All NSOs at all times. You feel me? So that's my rant. I went a little bit over, but it's just kind of like, yo, this shit is dead. It's in the dirt. Give it up.
No, I should have went first. Your hot take was crazy. My hot take isn't good. It's not. You can't follow that one. It's not that was going. But dang, that was good. But anyways, next show we're gonna discuss hot takes before and then. But no,
that shit fire.
My hot take though is just a simple one. I believe the trade deadline, honestly, there shouldn't be a trade deadline.
I agree. I wholeheartedly agree, bro.
I'm not talking about in any single sport. Because I think it just makes the sport so much, or the deadline should be like at the playoffs. Because
I'm about to say, I was like, you traded mid Super Bowl, before the Super Bowl, just trade him. Hey, yo, give me one of these niggas that's not playing in the offseason right now. Let me go ahead and just swap. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
So the deadline should be the playoffs, I guess I should say it. Because
okay, fair. All right.
That's in all sports. Because I just think it would be so good for rebuilding teams that if you say you have a player like the Cardinals, they're gonna suck. They're rebuilding. But what if there's a team in a team that's gonna get to the playoffs and their quarterback just got hurt in the last week of the season? Go ahead, trade for Kyler Murray, get that quarterback, be good. And you can when you make that trade, you can get like a king's ransom back or whatever, because it's going to be a player is good. He's going to produce for you right then and there. I just don't think there should be a trade deadline, or rather, the trade deadline should be the playoffs. And that make the game so much. It makes the game so much more interesting. Actual better players, you can get better draft picks. I just think there should be a trade deadline.
I will say that, but at the same time, I do understand that chemistry does matter and the plays in effect. So I do understand. You definitely wouldn't want to wait till the very last week of the season to make a crazy trade where it's like, damn, all right, this nigga don't know no plays. And we got that nigga from the NFC. That nigga don't know nothing, nigga.
Yeah.
But I get the sentiment because I'm not a fan of just like these random deadlines. Like I think, I don't know, at least in my mind, the basketball one makes a little bit more sense.
Yeah, specifically like the football one, it's way too early. Like the deadline was like, I think the trade deadline was like 2 weeks ago. So what was that, like week 8? There's no, like, the season's low key. I think it's a little bit before that, but season's low key just getting started. People getting hurt and everything. Like, you never know what can happen. I think the trade deadline should be at the end of the season.
That's fair. I think, like, even if they wouldn't want to do that, I'd say even like the first week of December.
Make it like week 12, week 13, 14, something like that.
So it's like you clearly know the trajectory of pretty much most of these teams.
You know
where it's like, okay, who's going to make a playoff push? Who's tanking? Who needs to get sent everywhere? So then, then you can have, we can retool and we have at least 3 or 4 weeks to get this man integrated into our system. And then the playoffs happen, we're good. Or if the off season happens, you know what you're doing.
You can go ahead and re-sign him if you need to.
So I definitely agree. Will it happen? It won't, but it's just kind of like they should.
But I don't know why it won't, though. It makes perfect sense. Like,
it doesn't make perfect sense, but I just like, there's not enough people talking about it for it to really like make some ruckus. Like, I be hearing you talk about it, and I think from a fantasy perspective, like fantasy-wise, the deadline is this week or some shit like that.
I didn't even know we had a trade. I didn't know there was a trade deadline in our league. I didn't know that.
Yeah, bro. So I'm looking at this and I'm just like, I better figure some shit out. Either I'm gonna stay packed with this one or not. I mean, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are hesitant because everybody got the same record right now, and everybody swear they good right now. I'm just like, I don't know. But I do agree though. I think they need to change it. I think the first or second week of December should be where when the trade.
Yeah, I can see that.
In my personal opinion. But
hey, man, another episode.
Another fantastic, illustrious episode.
Hey, that was episode 20.
20,
man.
20. Fun fact, like, I don't even think I've gotten the 20 on my old one. I did. I got the 22. After episode 22, I just took a forever hiatus, and then the Play for Keeps podcast popped up 2 years later.
It'd be like that.
They do be like that, but hey, we on a mission, my nigga. We ain't missed a week. We may not be posting on a video, but we ain't missed a week of podcast.
Dedication.
And on top of that, I did my analytics and all that stuff. Hey, man, look, we're slowly building a great community, man. That's
exactly what we need, bro.
A nice sized community, man. I look at the numbers. Shout out to the audio listeners, man.
Like on TikTok, we almost have 600, which is
absolutely, that's crazy.
Cold. Yeah.
We ain't even posting that like in 14 days. Off the strength of that Caleb Williams video, yo.
Bro, it's gonna keep going up. And that
we got 40K likes or some shit.
When draft day comes and he goes number 1, it's gonna run up some more.
Bro, by draft day, like we'll probably have at least 8 or 9 more bangers at that point. Yeah. I think we have a banger a month.
We have more than one banger a month. That
is true. I ain't gonna lie.
Something just be happening though.
Okay. Nah, that's the real tea, nigga. Something always be happening. But we've been working on it, and ever since then, we ain't been flagged yet.
Praise God.
But
we can't get flagged no more.
No, we literally like after that they might compromise the TikTok account. They could
Instagram ain't never flagged us, but TikTok. Never.
Hey, we had some bangers on TikTok too. I mean, on TikTok, yes, but like we had some bangers on Instagram. That was surprising. I was like, oh shit, when did this blow up? The fuck? It's a slow burn over there on Instagram. I'm like, oh shit.
Hey, but it's a burn nonetheless, man.
Oh God. So I appreciate y'all. Keep sharing that shit. Keep running that bitch up.
Tell a friend to tell an enemy, tell an inmate, tell everybody.
Hey, tell them niggas we up, yo. Tell them niggas we up. Tell them niggas we here to stay. Make sure y'all drink the water. Make sure y'all check in on y'all people. Focus on you. Go get this money and leave these women alone until you can afford to do so. You know what I mean? Just stay focused. Keep your eye on the prize, young man.
Oh my goodness.
And of always, go get some bitches. And we'll catch y'all next week with a Thanksgiving episode.
Ooh.
The hot take's gonna go crazy then. It might be a whole hot take episode. Like it might be just one of those. We just might go band for band for the hot takes. We never know. We got to figure it out.
We'll see what happens.
We'll figure it out on pre-production, nigga. All right, nigga.